Welcome to IELTS Band Up, where IELTS is made easy. Hello everybody, welcome to my second grammar lesson to help you receive a Band 7 or higher on your next IELTS test. Today we're going to be covering present perfect for experience, and this will help you a lot, especially with your speaking and your writing. I really do feel like I am the most experienced and knowledgeable IELTS YouTuber. Obviously, I'm not the most famous, but I do know a lot. I was an examiner for writing and speaking for 10 years. I worked in the British Council for 5 years, and I've helped thousands of students. So you've come to the right spot if you want to improve your IELTS. The best thing you could do for me is to subscribe and to leave a comment, maybe give a thumbs up, like it. But really, if you could tell other people, that would help me a lot. Again, I'm not doing this for money just yet. I quite enjoy it. I quite enjoy the growth, and I love reading the comments. So please, if you could tell other people, that would help me a lot. Please check the information section below. It has a link to all of the videos that I've made related to speaking, idioms to help you get a higher score, and this is always growing. So, you can check back later. There will be a lot more videos. If you want to get your speaking checked by me, there's a link in the information section as well. And there are practice tests. If you want to know exactly what a real speaking test feels like, I have links to that on my website, which you can see below. One more thing I want to mention is that it's a great idea to pause the video and make examples that are true for you. Treat this video like it's a class. When I give a suggestion, you can push the space bar or pause and make an example that's true for you. If you make examples that are about your life and your situation, you will remember them so much better when you do the real IELTS test. Okay, let's jump into the lesson. Now this lesson is focusing on present perfect just for experiences. So I just want to make that very clear when you start watching it. I'll use the similarities between the simple past and present perfect, how they're similar, how they're different. This will help you better understand, because before you watch this video, you should already have a basic good understanding of how the simple past is used in English. And then at the end, I will go over the most common past participles. Past participle is the form of the verb that you need to use when you're using present perfect. So we'll have a quick review of that, and I'll give you some tips on how you can, better study them so you can improve by yourself. I will make another video later that focuses on present perfect, actions that started in the past and they continue until the future, and how that is similar and different to present perfect continuous. That often gives people a lot of confusion. So I will make another video that focuses on that. But like I said before, this video is going to focus on the most popular use of present perfect, and that's to talk about experiences. Well, let's first talk about how the simple past and present perfect are similar. Here's some examples. I tried sushi. I tried sushi last year. I have tried sushi. I have tried sushi last year. No, you don't use a time expression with present perfect. This is the most key rule that people can make mistakes with. Basically, just no time expressions. The reason we use this grammar a lot in English is because exactly that. There's no time expression. So have you seen that new movie? Yes, I have. I didn't ask you when you saw the movie. I just asked, have you seen that movie? So yeah, no time expressions. That's the key thing to remember on how the simple past and present perfect are different. Quick little review on the simple past. Well, it's something finished, done, complete in the past. I woke up early this morning. I ate breakfast. I went to bed last night. It's 100% finished. Present perfect doesn't have that feeling of being finished. It might be finished, it might not. But the one key thing to remember with simple past is it's 100% finished. So to continue with this, present perfect for unfinished time states. So They've been late 2 times already. We get the feeling of, well, they might be late again. Same, we haven't received many good comments so far. So again, it's this, feeling of it's not being finished. If you said we didn't receive any good comments, that is giving the listener or the reader the feeling of, okay, it's finished. But this grammar is more appropriate because, it's talking about the past, but it's unfinished. Now let's focus on present perfect for experiences. Here's some examples. I have been to Canada. I've seen that new movie. I have met that celebrity. So again, these are common examples that people might use and verbs to go with them. And again, there's no time expression. It's just talking about something that I or someone else has experienced. Now let's jump into the grammatical form. This is important. The grammatical form will depend on the subject and the verb. So we'll go into more detail and whether the sentence is positive, negative, or a question. Now for affirmative, you've got subject plus have or has, depends on the subject. You can say already, but you don't have to, plus past participle. Here are my example. I have already gone home. She has already gone home. So there's 2 different examples you can see. You don't have to say already, but that's where it would go in the sentence if you chose to use it. Moving on to negative, well, it's subject plus have not or has not plus past participle, and maybe you want to add yet. So, or it could be subject plus have or has never plus past participle, but no yet for this example. Here are my examples. I haven't been to Europe yet, or he has never been to Europe. You don't say yet after never. That's an easy mistake to make. They're both negative, right? They both mean that nothing's happened, but they have slightly different usage with the word yet. Now let's move on to questions and how it might be a little bit different depending on whether it's an experience or something we normally do. And I'll show you. For experiences, have you seen that movie? Have you ever seen that movie? Perfect. Okay, this is an experience. Ever is appropriate, and you can use it or not use it. But for things that we often do, here's my example. Have you ever brushed your teeth? Equals worst teeth ever. It's quite funny. Someone's teeth would have to be so black and yellow, and it's actually quite funny. If someone asked me, have you ever brushed your teeth? It's really kind of mean and funny because you're basically saying like, I have never brushed my teeth. So it is quite funny, but it's an easy mistake to make, right? It would be more appropriate, of course, to say, have you already brushed your teeth? Or just, have you brushed your teeth? Because, we brush our teeth every day and we're thinking about for this day. So it means like equals finished, and then there's no time expression. So that's one key point. You should focus on whether to use ever or not use ever. It depends on whether it's an experience or something we do every day. Okay, now I'm going to show you a list of the most common verbs to use for past participle. Give yourself a minute and see if you know the past participle for the 20 most common verbs in English. And try that now. Okay, well, let's have a look at the answers for the past participle for all of these. Most of them should be easy, but let's just also go through the pronunciation. So we've got be and been, have had, do done, say said, go gone, get got or gotten, make made, know known, think thought, or my British pronunciation thought, take and taken. And for the next group of verbs, we have see and seen, come and come, find and found, give given, tell told, feel and felt, become and become, leave, left, put and put, and mean and meant. The strange ones there, I think, would have to be come, come, came, come, and same with become, it's the same, become, became, become. And for put, keep your lips back, it's not put, it's put. So keep your lips back for that. Little tip, when you learn verbs, put all 3 forms in your vocabulary journal. Know the pronunciation and make your own examples. Here's a strange example with show. I show houses as an estate agent or realtor. I showed you 2 houses yesterday. Have I shown you the house on Main Street? Now this is an example of a very strange verb in English because the simple past form is showed, right? And usually when we think it's a regular verb like this, it looks regular, right? ED. But when it goes to the past participle, it's actually shown. That's really confusing, right? Because it's ED for simple past, it's usually ED for past participle, but not this example. So it's important to make sure you always put 3 forms and make sure you know the pronunciation, especially for your speaking test. And also, it'll help you hear it better on a listening test. Okay, remember, there is more to present perfect, and I'll cover this, in a later video. This is the most common way present perfect is used, so it's the best way to start understanding and using it better, especially when you compare it to the simple past, which you should know pretty well before you're watching this video. Thank you very much for watching, and here's some more videos that you might be interested in. Please subscribe, please share it with people, as this would really help me a lot. Give it a thumbs up, add some comments, and I wish you the best of luck on your next IELTS test.